There's one reason why this video is gonna completely suck. I can't deal with big chains. I got neck and back problems for days. So when you give me anything over 300 and 400 grams, I'm dying. And not only do I have over 300 to 400, but I have over a kilo of a gold over silver Cuban, handmade by Gus Villa Jewelry. I want to see if Gus is switching his style up or what kind of product he's producing in the gold over silver market. Let's roll my motherfucking music so we can see this big behemoth that's going to absolutely make me pop 5 Advil.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Blessed morning, my beautiful people. You know who it is. This is your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. This is what type of shit we're dealing with. Look at the size of the box that it has to come in. I'm dreading this shit already, like, more than you know. So Gus Villa Jewelry, we've discussed and we've reviewed one of the actual gold products, and a really small one in fact, and he was really able to pull out a lot of detail in such a small piece. Now, in having conversations with Gus, and if you want to see a conversation that I had with Gus, please follow my Patreon. I'll put a link in the description. He wants to stick to the solid gold, silver pieces, but he is going to be doing gold over silver every now and then. It's not going to be something that he's focusing on, but it's just as a kind of like a, yeah, we have it and we'll do it for you, but not his primary focus. But I still wanted to see what he's working with, because at the end of the day, the manufacturing process is essentially the same. The main difference is going to be, obviously, the base metal and casted lock versus handmade box lock. I mean, this is the most fucking secure packaging ever. It's taken me about 30 minutes just to take this shit off.
Huh? Don't you see we handling grown folks' business? Damn.
Alright, so I got the presentation here. It's in a regular box. I told him not to shimmy it up and send me any fancy packaging. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm actually just here to see the actual chain and see what he's working with. Again, very well packed. This is worse than the snakeskin condom shit that I gotta do. Wow, well protected there, buddy. Now, the thing about these huge chains is that you get to see every little imperfection in these chains because they're so big as opposed to a smaller chain. Finally unpackaged it. Now let's take a look at it. So here we have the piece, and let's take a look at this huge behemoth which already feels suspect in my hands. I can't even zoom out enough for this fucking thing. Okay. Jesus, I don't even know how long this stupid thing is. Look at the buckle alone. Whoa. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Holy shit. Alright, I'm looking at it for the first time along with you guys. Sheesh. My lord. You can definitely see, holy shit, this big ass behemoth of a link up close and personal. My gosh. Now that is definitely a big boy kilo if I've ever seen one. Holy shit. This is a ridiculous piece of jewelry, people. Like, you don't understand how much this is traumatic for me. Look at the size of this fucking thing. See, a chain this big is not going to hit the hang straight test, as you can see. And I'll explain to you why it's not going to hit the hang straight test. Because this huge behemoth needs to have some sort of twist and turn or mobility to fit around your neck. Something as huge as this does not need to hang straight. It needs to have some sort of a curve so it can comfortably around your neck so it could lay accordingly, and we'll see how it actually lays. But first, I want to see how thick this fucking thing is. Pause. So this piece is, Jesus. over 27 millimeters, and is created with 999 silver, not 925. So it being a little bit more difficult, it's definitely susceptible to more dings, scratches, and imperfections on the chain. So keep that in mind because that will happen. It is plated in actual gold and is obnoxiously heavy. I don't have a scale that can measure 1 kilo. In holding enough chains, you can kind of tell that this is not lightweight at all. Now let's see how this huge lock sounds. That's security for that ass. Let's try that once again. Fuck my life. All right, once again, how does it sound? Move the figure eights. Yeah. Secure. You're gonna need a secure lock to hold this stupid thing around your neck. Because it's stupid, let's be honest. We give you more up-close shots of the link so you guys can take a look at it. Because I think he did a phenomenal job with this gold over silver kilo chain. Look at the size of that button. You're gonna need a big ass button to take this stupid thing off. One of the things that I am noticing, even though it's a big ass chain, still has a decent amount of mobility, to be honest with you. Which is very important. You want that kind of mobility. You want that little bit of a twist in a bigger chain, which applies also to a bracelet as well. You don't want a hang straight bracelet with a huge millimeter gauge because you want it to conform around your wrist comfortably and have a nice synergy around your wrist, as opposed to something that would just be a straight brick all the way across that has no curvature. It's just gonna look very weird because the wrist is curved as well as the neck, and something that big doesn't have that same mobility as something a little bit smaller. It's a little bit more rigid, a little bit more stiff, so adding those twists and turns actually gives it some sort of mobility that it's going to need, rather than you walking around looking like a wild Egyptian pharaoh with herringbones. Now, one of the pluses that they do have some gold over pieces currently in stock. I don't know how many, I do know they have some, not this big, I'm assuming, other than this one, but also in their solid gold pieces, the turnaround time, I believe, is around the 2-week mark or not even less, so you can reach out to them if you're interested. There's really nothing more that I can show about this piece other than the fact that he did a really good job on the link. It's got a good amount of spacing on it. The links are tight, but not obnoxiously tight, where it doesn't have any kind of mobility. And for me, this is kind of like an interpretation. I use this as a gauge to see what type of links and how he's generating his links. They're very nicely filed. They're not too bulky or thick. They're not too bubble cartoonish, which I don't personally like. Some people like that big, aggressive, thick look. I don't think it screams traditional Miami Cuban link, in my opinion. It's all about personal taste, but I think he filed this beautifully. I think it's a very well constructed chain. There's nothing else to say or do, but oh god, this is gonna suck. Oh, I'm putting it this way because I'm trying to take off as much pressure as I possibly can off this damn chain. This lock is stiff as shit. Yo. Wow, figure eights are very tight. I hate this shit so much. These links, bro, they're just so... You see how bulky this fucking thing is? I'm assuming this is about a 22, maybe 24. It's tough to tell with these big ass links. I look stupid. Like I feel the nerve in the back of my neck just being held on by dear life. Neck profile! If you want to purchase this piece from Gus Villa Jewelry, or any other gold over silver pieces, I just took the weight off my neck. I'm telling you, it's just, I hate kilos. I'll leave a link in the description. You guys can reach out, see what kind of millimeters. They also have their website up, so they might be present on the website. And if you're interested in this particular one, good fucking luck. Reach out to them. I love y'all motherfuckers from the heart, and I'll see y'all bitches next time. You know what is biggest in the game? Smooches.
Cubano, what's fresh, who's best? One of them's gonna pass the test. Cuban.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, molar roller, start tag when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.